if you're out there and you own a food business, be it a restaurant, a bar, food truck, a pub, any of those things, I want you to ask yourself, what are you doing to increase repeat visits? This is something I see so many restaurant, bar, hospitality business owners missing a trick on, is they do a lot of work on brand awareness to get people in, to get new customers. But what they don't do is when those customers come into the restaurant, they don't give them enough incentive to be able to come back and repeat visit. It's a really, really important thing to be doing if you own any kind of business in the food industry that's attracting customers. Because if you don't get repeat visits from a majority of those customers, your business is going to suffer dramatically. Every customer needs to be worth as much as possible to your business. If you only get one visit out of them and you don't add them to your database, you don't use tactics to get them back, then it's a really, really dangerous situation to put yourself in. I think one of the biggest problems is that most people don't know how to get people back into the restaurant once they visited. One of the most important things to do with anyone that visits your restaurant is find some way to get them onto a database, to get them onto a customer database, so that when you have promotions, offers, any reason for them to come back in the future, you can send it to them and you know there's a very good chance they're going to receive it. Now, one of the problems, of course, with email is that the open rates have gone down the toilet, basically. So you don't get the open rates that you used to. Now, what you should be considering is something like a platform like Facebook Messenger, which is way beyond anything you can do on email. But the main benefit of a platform like that, if you've got subscribers on that platform and you're using that as your primary communication source over email, you've got 80% open rates that you can leverage, and that's an average. It's very easy to get it up to 90%. That is a real number. Look it up on Google if you don't believe me. Compare that with 20% or so on email. You're going to have a fourfold return on the work that you do if you do it through Messenger, just with that change alone. But really important point, make sure you're doing something to add people to a database and encourage repeat visits, because if you're not doing that, you're going to really, really struggle to make the most out of every single customer. And if you don't make the most out of every single customer, your competitors absolutely will, because they're all trying to compete for their attention as well. It's a really, really competitive place to be, but the most important thing you can do is focus on those repeat visits. Work out a plan. Ask yourself, how can I get everyone that walks through my door to come back again? Really important question to be asking, really important thing for a business to be doing.